Hello, Darren Lyle here again, and this week I'm going to be working on my hero and son animation with this guy, with the kid. And since the last time, I've added a few shots. And what I want to do with this particular shot is have him kind of in a crouching position, pull out one of his Eskrima sticks here, and smack a guy in the face. So that's exciting. Let me show you what I've done so far. So let me go over here. And so if you've seen the animation, you've seen this part. But then I'm editing it with some music here. So here's the gun, the knife, kick. This guy does his little flip thing. And that guy's on the ground. So what I want to do is go from this position here, grab one of those sticks, and smack the guy. So over here, here we go. This is the view I think I want from that. So this is the end of that shot here. Let's take another look at that real quick. So got the drop. And we've got the gun, the knife, kick, the flip. Oh, there was something there. And then we need to begin from this position right here. And here he is here, right? So that's the end of that shot. So what I want to do is go to here and have him grab that and smack the guy. The problem is the way it is now is he just runs away, and I think we need a good smack in the head for the bad guy, right? So what I've done is I have recorded this little bit of motion capture here. So here he is. He grabs it, smacks him, and then turns and runs out of frame. So that's the whole thing. I don't need this part. He's already going to be squatting down. So maybe begin right about here. So begin right about here. Grab the thing and go. And I didn't use the finger whatchamahoozits. That's a technical term. On this, I just used the one node on the glove there. For that. So I'll need to animate the fingers going around that as well. But also, I'm going to need to do a little switcheroo again like I did with where is it? No, not here, here. Like I did with the gun and the knife. So right here, let's see if I can, right there. So, the way I did this is the knife was in the hand the whole time, right? It was just invisible until this moment here. The knife coming from out of the frame comes in, hits, and then disappears as well. So I animated the visibility of these things, as well as the gun here too. So the gun is in his hand. That gun stays there. It becomes invisible, and a new gun becomes visible and falls out of his hand. So I did it twice there in one quick shot. And frankly, it was a pain. But I think I learned a few things that can hopefully help in that process. So that's what I'm going to do today, or at least what I'm going to try and do. Also, I wanted to mention that several of my courses, a half a dozen of my courses, are on sale this week on Udemy. So I've put the coupon links down in the description, so they're all on sale for $9.99. So I've got one for Blender and motion capture, game character, game vehicle, creating a character in Blender for animation, and a few other things. So check the links below for just this week. It is now October 6th, and this is going on until Saturday the 10th. So check that out. Check out the links below. All right. Let's bring in that motion capture file. So first I need to get it out of here. I'm going to go to File and export this. And this is about what I want to call it here. This is good. Let me get rid of this right here. And mocap Nathan scene 1. Yeah, that's about what I want right there. So I'm going to export it. And now let's go back to Blender here. And let's bring that in. So File, Import, BVH. I'm going to take the scale down. Scale FPS. It should be right here. There we go. Import that. And there it is. Okay, so let's play it and see how it works. Yeah, whack, and run. Okay, that'll work. Now let's deal with the scale here real quick. Just want to get this scaled up to the proper size, about like that. All right. Let's build that bones list. Let's do that. Got that. Got that. Build the bones list. And let's, I've got that mapping. Oh, I will put a link in the description to the template. I've got a template for Perception Neuron for the Auto Rig Pro. Someone asked about that, so I will add a link to that in the description. So let me import that. Check it. Yep. Okie dokie. Now, 162. And let's retarget this, see how it works. So yeah, someone mentioned that they would like to use this template. It took me a while to build. It wasn't too hard, but if I can save anybody any trouble, that's fine. All right, so there he is. Let's work on setting up the feet first. Let's see. So I've got the right foot selected here. And let's bring this up, 2, 3. Left foot, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Here's this. Let's grab the root and select it, and let's bring this one down as well. Let me turn this way and take a look at that. Let me hide that. Okay, now let's bring these down until the knees aren't quite so hyperextended. Let's try that. Do we need to do anything? Well, I might want to deal with the thumbs. These things get pulled out quite a bit. Let's deal with this. This is the left hand, yeah. Wrong way. There's that. Thumb 1R. Let's go over here, take a look at that. Just bringing these in a bit is all. So they're not quite so stretched out like that. Okay. Now, do I need the shoulders? Do I care? Is it going to matter? Well, this is what we're going to be looking at right here. Let me see here. There we go. So let's take a look at it from this angle. So it goes down, boom. Grab this. Ooh, that's gonna that's gonna hurt. Okay. Oh, reaching right through your throat. That's nice. Uh, let's see if we can do anything for the poor guy. That's the left arm, right? Oh, that's the right arm. Oh, let's try and figure out what axis that is. Okay, that's the Z. Maybe something like this. That looks a little bit better, doesn't it? Wow. All right, let's see. Drops down. Yeah, I think that shoulder's a little too high, but it's going to change it a bit if I bring it down some. May not be a terrible thing. So, yeah, let me bring that down some. Let me, it looks like it's a little too high. So let's go over here, and that's the right shoulder. Yeah, we can drop that maybe 2, and we can drop this one as well. Now let's try that. Then get him back into position here. Let's see. That actually looks a little bit better. And then how's his hand doing? Not bad, actually. And he's not reaching all the way to it, but that's okay because it's going to be blocked here. Yeah, actually, that's not bad. That, I think, will work. Smack, look, and away he goes. Let me play it real quick without any of the textures. Let's try this. Yeah. Yeah, that might just work. You never know. Okay. Yeah, let's give that a try. So, with that done, what do we need to do now? I guess we need to export it, right? We need to get it out of here into that other scene with the environment. So, let's take him back. And I'm going to save this. And let's go back to object mode. I'm going to select everything, copy it. Let's go back over here. So I need to bring it in and put him about where this guy is. And then this is the old one. So I'm going to rename this. This is the one I will delete as soon as I get the new one about right there. Okay. Let's create a new collection here. Nathan, we'll call this new. Why not? And paste. Oh, it's thinking. It's thinking pretty hard. There we go. I was worried there. All right, I better switch over here to no textures. All right, let's clean this up a bit. And all of these can go into there. Clean it up. And here we go. So now let's take this guy. I want it right here, okay. Let's switch him over to pose mode and let's take it over here. Okay, so I'm not sure. There we go. Do that real quick. And what I'm going to do is look through the camera and get it set up through the camera. There we go. Yeah, actually that looks pretty good right there. So let's just see what happens here. Smack. I don't want his leg popping up. In fact, I could probably just remove him completely, so he isn't even in the frame, right? Let's do that. Then I don't have to worry about it. And let's move this up. I like looking way up at him at the ceiling here. What is my lens on this camera here? Oh, I need to switch to object mode. Got a 30mm lens. That might be good. Let's try that. Okay, so he lands. So we're going to begin from right about here. Grabs his stick, smack, looks, and goes. So, yeah, that's pretty good. But there's still something that's not quite right about it. Let me do a 40mm lens here. And let's see what happens here. My computer's, there we go. Yeah, I kind of like that. So if I began around 700, let's take a look at that, put that there. Oh, let's go to 800 here. There we go. All right, let's take a look. Smack. Yeah, I kind of like it. So now that we've got it in place, what do I need to do? I need to deal with the lighting, right? I'm going to bring that ceiling back. I've got the ceiling turned off. Bring that back because we're going to want to see that. Yeah, I like this angle, I think. And the good thing about this angle is we can't see any of the other people and what they're doing, so I don't have to have all of them in frame either. So that's good. Okay. Well, the lighting's pretty dark, so there's quite a bit to do here, I guess. Let me see how it looks a frame or two. Okay, so there's the light. I don't hate it. But I think there's a couple things that I could do. I could take that. I want to take this and move it this way, just a smidge. See if that does anything. Yeah, that's kind of what I want. I wanted that cone to be a little bit more in line with the light there. Then we got to work on him. Now, we've got a blue rim over here coming from that side, from something, I don't know from where. Got so many lights in here now. Let's see. Where's that coming from? Is it coming from here? All right, for now, I'm going to turn off that ceiling so I can see things from up here. There's a blue there. That might be the one I'm seeing. Still, that isn't bad. But let's bring in an area light to light up this side of his face. I'm just going to move the cursor and then drop it in here and move it around. Okay. Let's see. Well, I kind of want it back over here. Maybe down a little bit. And let's put that right there. Yeah, that feels a little bit... Well, I think my problem is I've got the key light on the same side of his face as the camera is, and that never really works for me. So let me try and move this over here. and try this. Yeah, see, I like that a little bit better. I'm just, I like putting the key light on the opposite side of the head that the camera's on. It's just a thing. So, with that then, we've got some blue light here. Do we put a little more blue down here? Like back here, I think. Something like this. So why don't we try that? Let me bring in another light, a spotlight. Bring it over here. And let me try this. Then move it forward a bit. Smack it onto his head. Crank it up a bit. Oh, not 10. 100. Better. Okay, let's move it back a little. Oh my God, my computer is so slow right now. I want a new computer. I mean, granted, there's a lot going on here. I get that, but still want a new computer. All right, I want to move it back a little more. Like this. Yeah, something like that. Okay. I don't want it purple. Do blue. There we go. Okay. So, all right. Well, let's render this out and just see how it looks. I'm curious how this is going to play. Let's go over to PNG. I'll go back to that temp folder. Let's get rid of this. This is shot 19. Let me just see how this looks right here. All right, it's actually not too bad. I think I kind of like it. We've got some motion blur there. Let's see if I can find where there's a point where he isn't moving around so much. Let's try this. Yeah, that's not bad. Let me make sure I'm in focus. Camera. The goggles right here. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Try that. Yeah. Okay. So I think that looks pretty good. I mean, I like the cone, the volumetric cone up top here. I like the blue light over here and the orange on the opposite side of the face. That's looking pretty good. I'm going to need to work on the sticks now, but I think that looks pretty good. So for now, let's say, yeah, that's good, and let's work on the sticks here. So what needs to happen is that he needs to reach up, grab that stick, and that needs to then pop into his hand right at that point so he can then swing that down. So it needs to happen right about, well, let's go to the camera here. We need to do it when we can't see it, right there. Right there, I bet. 728 is where we need to do this, I think. So, how do we do this? Well, that's a good question. I'm going to take this guy right here, this whole thing, and I'm going to duplicate it. Shift-D, Enter. Okay, now I need to split that out to its own object. Okay. Now we need to grab that single object. Let's find it. Actually, let's see if I can move it to, I'm going to move it to the scene collection real quick. There it is. I'm going to call this Eskrima stick hand here. Let me hide that. And then we also need to take this and make it its own object. P selection. And now, will this stay with him? Yeah, that's going to stay along. Okay, that's good. So now, what was that? 728? I've forgotten already. Yeah, I think that's 728. Well, we should probably do 727. Okay, I don't know. All right, so now this thing, now they're both still attached, right? So what I need to do is take this guy and I need to get, oh, he's been parented. So he's got parenting on it. Oh, and if I try and take away the parenting, it's going to pop away somewhere. That's not good. All right, I wonder if I can do this. Well, I'm going to try. There, Alt-P. Clear parent and keep transformation. Sometimes that doesn't even do it. Let's try it. Well, I think it stayed. There. Excellent. Okay. So that's right there. Good. So now we need to parent that to his hand, right? So how are we going to do that? So we want to just move it 727. We want to move it, put it in his hand. Something like this. And then we want to parent that to his hand. Let's make sure I can do that. Let's make sure I'm in pose mode. There we go. Control P, parent to bone. Now, here's the trick. Is that going to stay? There he is. Okay. So we can see it moving down there. And we've got it there. Okay. So now what we got to do is deal with the visibility of these two things. So let's come back to 727, and this is where we want the visibility to swap. So I want this guy to be visible at 726. So we want to be visible here. And we want to be visible back here as well. All right. Good. Now we move forward one, and we want this to be invisible now. Doom, doom. Keys there. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Now let's see. It's there. It's gone. It's there. It's gone. Okay. So now we need to do the same thing for this right here. This needs to be visible here. And it needs to be invisible here. Like that. All right, let's go back. see how this plays. So it's here. We're going to play it. There it is. Now he has it in his hand, and he does not have it up there. All right. So at 7:26, they should be like this. And at 7:27, they should be curled. So what I should do is get all of these keyed. All right, we've got all of that selected. I just need to key that, right? Let's do that. Well, I need to key it here. There we go. Then here, well, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this and this. I don't need these. So right here, I want to curl these now. And I think I can, let's go ahead and turn on auto key. Kind of want to turn that down a bit. There we go. And then do we want this to come down a bit? Let me see. Yeah, something like this. There we go. Let's try this, see what happens. So theoretically, if I go to here, yep, the hand's like that, and then like that. So you can see that there, and then it pops into his hand right there. And because of the angle of the camera, you can't see it happening. And that's the beauty of movie magic. All right, so let's try this again. I am going to, let's hide the rig real quick here. And let's try it again. Yeah, let's try that. I kind of like it, actually. If we get a good sound effect in there, it could be kind of gruesome. Let me zoom in just a bit, or push in just a bit. Let's try that. Yeah, let's try that. Turn this off again. All right. Now let's actually try and render some of this out. Taking a long time to save. Oh dear. Not good. Is it going to crash? Is it going to crash? No, it's not. That's good. All right. Now, let's go through and just take a look at a couple of frames here. This is going to take a while as well. Okay, there's that. This. Oh, let's find where he... All right, we can see that pretty well. All right. Yeah, let's render this out and see what we think. So let's go back over here and find where we put this. All right, we've got a PNG. I've got it set. It's 24 frames. We're going from 700 to 800. Okay, 100 frames. Let's see how it works. So we got 5 seconds, 5.4 seconds, 5.5 seconds. So yeah, that's going to be a few minutes here. All right, the render's done. Let's go drop it into the video editing here and just see how it's going to look. I will bring it in here. There we go. Let's grab it. We want it to go until, well, I only rendered it out until 790, so let's do that. There we go. All right, let's give it a try. All right, here we go. Well, that's sufficiently brutal. Yeah, I think that'll work. Wham. And off he goes. Boom, and we'll cut out right about here. So we come into the shot probably right here and go out right here. Yeah, let's take it into the edit and see how it works. Let's see. I'm going to use MP4 and let's find some place to put it here. All right. And let me go back and let's render this out real quick. And then I'm glad you can see it here in frame as he leaves frame. That's good too. All right, now let's take it into Premiere and see how it looks. I'll bring it into here. Let's select it, let's bring it in. And let's drop it over here. So let's see how this will play. We want it to be, oh, I don't need the audio on right now. I want it to begin right about here, let's say. And go until let's go until here, let's say. Let's see if this works at all. Everything's moving so slow right now. I don't know if this is even going to play through. Yeah. Not bad, actually. So let me see that again. I feel like I can trim it a bit. Here. Well, okay. That's about where I wanted it. Should he begin the movement a little sooner? Maybe let's do that. Just a couple frames here. Let's try this. All right, let's try it with the music. Let's try that. All right, so he jumps. Not bad. I feel like I wish there was more oomph to the hit, you know? And I may take this out as soon as its eyes turn away from the camera. Like that. Maybe like that right there. As soon as the eyes leave the frame, let's try it again. Well, it's not bad, actually. Now that I've trimmed it a bit, can I trim it even more and make it better? I'm always looking for ways to punch up. Let's see. I don't know, or should I? Let's try this. I just want to see how far I can push it. You know? Let's try this. I'm going to save it. Okay. Here we go. It's okay. I mean, I'm not extremely happy with it, but I think it's okay. I feel like that could be quicker, you know? I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to watch it one more time. Bear with me here. Yeah, I think the hand lift up could be quicker. You know? What did I just do? Oh, try this. And then... Oh, it's getting all weird on me here. What if I did this? I'm just going to try this right now. Keep hitting the wrong thing. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to cheat here. I'm going to speed it up. And then I'm going to take this and move it back like that. So I'm actually going to speed it up here in the edit, which, you know, don't try this at home, kids. Oh, I kind of like it. Okay, maybe not quite that quick, but it actually kind of works. What if I take it instead of to 150 to 125? Let's try that. Okay. Am I crazy? I mean, does it kind of work for you? It kind of worked for me. I know, we're going to get sick of hearing this music. But I like to have it while the edit, just to see how it's working. Yeah, actually that kind of works. I think that works. We'll get more of the edit in and see, but I think it kind of works. So, yeah, we've got another one in. So, I hope that's been helpful. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll probably work on the hero guy jumping down from the table next. I haven't really figured out how I want to get him down from the table to fight the next guy. So that'll be interesting. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you soon, and take care.